What's going on, everybody? It's King Kaif back in your life with another NBA basketball breakdown and prediction videos. As always, let's get right on into it, starting off with our Tuesday night game slate last night, starting off with the 76ers defeating the Minnesota Timberwolves 117-94 behind Joel Embiid, 39 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, and 4 3-point makes. He's a good runner-up to MVP. He's not going to win MVP. I would honestly say it probably goes Jokic, obviously. Giannis, I wouldn't even put Embiid there, honestly. I'd put somebody else there. I'm not a big Embiid fan. Like, he's impressive, but I just think he moans and groans too much to be a dominant player. And he's flopping for a big man. Speaking of flopping big men, the Los Angeles Lakers defeated the Memphis Grizzlies 112-103 behind Anthony Davis with 30 points, 22 rebounds, and 2 blocks. He literally went out of the game with a scratched nose and it started bleeding. He was like, oh. Like, dude, you got a scratch on your nose. Relax. Relax. Some of these big men are such big, you know what. But great one from them. Almost above 500. Pretty impressive. And we'll see what happens when LeBron eventually gets back, if he does. In our next game, we have Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks defeating the Utah Jazz 120-116 behind Kyrie Irving's 33 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 3-point makes. Luka finally said, here, Kyrie, take it and just do with it what you will in the fourth quarter, and I'll believe in you. And he believed in him, and he took him home. In our next game, we have the OKC Thunder defeating my Golden State Warriors 137-128 behind Josh Giddey, 17 points, 11 rebounds, and career high 17 assists. This was just a terrible game from us. 1, we need big men. 2, we needed to crash the paint more. They weren't doing anything with us inside. But congrats to them. They're a great young team, and my team needs to get our head out of our asses, if I'm being quite honest. I don't like our chances on the road because we play Memphis. That's a winnable game. No, Ja will be away from the team for like the next 4 games as well. That's a winnable game. Then we play Milwaukee. Good luck with that. Then we play Phoenix. Good luck with that. We're not picking anybody up in the buyout market, and it's really triggering me. I gotta know if it's triggering you guys that are fans of the Golden State Warriors like I am. It's terrible. But anyways, I move on. In our next game, we have the Milwaukee Bucks defeating the Orlando Magic 134-123 behind Brook Lopez's 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 blocks. I said once they took over and took the number 1 seed that they weren't going to give it up, and I don't think they will. I don't think Boston will have enough to catch them, and I think they'll keep it. In our next game, we have the Brooklyn Nets defeating the Houston Rockets 118-96 behind Mikal Bridges' 30 points, 5 assists, and 4 3-point makes. Great one from them. They obviously stay way above 500. And they're a really good team to watch. They have great ball movement, and it's actually fun to watch them again. In our next game, we have the Washington Wizards defeating the Detroit Pistons 119-117 behind Bradley Beal's 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. He's eventually going to have to get out of Washington. Like, I love that he's, just like Damian Lillard and other players, is really committed to being there, but he needs to get up out of there and go try and contend for a championship on a team that can get him there. In our last and final game, we have the Charlotte Hornets defeating the New York Knicks 112-105 behind Kelly Oubre Jr.'s 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 3-point makes. Just stopping their win streak right there, and it's surprisingly because it was in the Garden, and it's even more surprising because it's just Charlotte, the worst team in the league. The worst team in the league. If that isn't a New York Knicks thing to do, I don't know what is. But I move on, and let's get into our Wednesday night game slate. Starting all the way down here at the Mavericks going to take on the Pelicans. I'm going to say the Mavericks get it done in a back-to-back. I think they'll be fresher. It'll be a close game. It'll be as close as CJ and Brandon Ingram want it to be. But I'm going to edge it out to the Mavericks just because I think Luka and Kyrie will start to get their juices flowing. They'll start to, get camaraderie with each other, and they'll start to get it going. In our next game, we have the Thunder going to take on the Suns on a back-to-back. I'm going to take the Suns here because the Suns have Kevin Durant and the Thunder don't. It'll be a close game now with SGA back in the lineup, but I still will take the Suns in that one. In our next game, we have the Trailblazers going to take on the Celtics. Celtics losing terribly. And honestly, I'm going to say it happens again. I'm going to go on a limb here and say the Trailblazers get it done. I'm going to say Damian Lillard has a big game for them, and they get it done against Boston. It'll be a big win from them, and Boston will just keep falling. I think they're in a free fall right now. They need to figure out something, and once they figure it out, they'll get back on track. But right now, I don't think this will be the night that they figure it out. In our next game, we have the Bulls going to take on the Nuggets. It's the Nuggets. The Bulls are the Bulls. Enough said. Then we have the Raptors going to take on the Clippers. It's the Clippers. They're the Raptors. Enough said. Yeah. Now we have the Hawks going to take on the Wizards. This is always a close game. I'm going to give the edge to the Wizards just because of their height and their reach and their length. I think they get it done just with their size over the Hawks alone, but should be a close game. Speaking of close games, we have the Cavaliers want to take on the Heat. It's a hard pick 'em. If the Heat have it going, they could easily beat the Cavaliers, but I don't know. Will the Cavs have all their guys back, though? Right now, I'm going to ride with the Heat and say that they come out on fire and they get it done. In a close one, though. In a very, very close one. But, you know how this goes, guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let me know your guys' predictions down in the comments down below. And it's been your boy King Kife, and I'm out. Peace.